Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In today's video I want to talk a little bit about gold and kind of a guide to getting into it. And I do know I have seen a lot more people talking about their picking up more gold now because they're dealing with the silver premiums and the price with that. That's kind of where I've been at recently too. I have been picking up a lot more fractional gold over the past few months, or over the past few weeks and months, because because of those prohibiting factors with the silver, I haven't been picking up the silver that I would like to have. By now, I would have at least liked to have the Type 1 American Silver Eagle tube on the go of the 2021 Eagles. And same with the 2021 Maple Leafs. I've been holding off on picking up those because of the premiums. And in that time, I have been picking up some pieces that you have seen here. But yeah, I do know that some people, they don't like to be picking up the fractional gold pieces. They will save up and they only like buying the 1 ounce things. But for some people's budgets, the 1 ounce just isn't in the cards. So there are some options if you are looking to get into the into buying gold. There's several different entry points that you would be able to get in at. For me, as you can see here, the smallest type that I have is a gram. This is the Sunshine Minting. I have 4 of these 1 gram Sunshine Minting bars, and I have 1 of the Pamp Swiss and the Republic Metals gram as well. But then I also have some other fractional sizes like the 10th ounce and the 1/4 ounce. This is a nice 10th ounce Britannia. I also have the 1/4 ounce version of it as well. I'm just waiting for the capsule for this one. I have a 1/4 ounce capsule, but the gaskets, the foam ring is a 20 and this is a 22. But I'm glad that I have this one in its case here so I can show it off. So the stuff that I've showed you so far is 3 nines and 4 nines gold, but you can also get kind of like if you like junk silver, if you like the Walkers and the dimes, the Mercury dimes and things like that, the 90% stuff. There's also 90% gold that you can pick up as well. I only have 1. This is the Dos Pesos. Up in Canada, it's a little bit harder to be stacking this stuff as a viable option because we get taxed on things that aren't pure gold. So anything that's not the 3 nines, 4 nines, the 24 karat gold stuff, we get taxed on up here. So even like the American Gold Eagles, the 22 karat ones, we get a tax on them up here. So I would like to get at least 1 10th ounce American Gold Eagle and a 1/4 ounce one. Eat the tax a little bit, but just because I do like the look of them, I want to kind of have it in my hands, but I wouldn't be looking at them as something that I would regularly stack, like a Maple Leaf or a Kangaroo. The Kangaroos have consistently been a very, very good price. They've been consistently the lowest that I've seen. I haven't actually seen many of the 10th ounce versions of the Kangaroos. I only see the 1/4 ounce, but they do have some other Perth Mint products in that 10th ounce range that I see on Silver Gold Bull quite often. So yeah, as you can see, I want to talk about gold today because I did see an article that I came across, and that was what I want to talk about. They're sort of going over a bit of a guide to gold, a little bit more than what I kind of touched on here. They're going to go over the whole thing there. So what I want to do is jump onto the computer and just show you this article because I thought it was pretty interesting. So this is the article here. It's called Your Ultimate Guide to the Gold Market. And they kind of have like a table of contents here where you can see if you I will leave a link in the description if you want to go through this here, but they kind of have it here. If you want to jump to a certain topic, they have it right at the top there. But it says, what is the gold market? It says, the gold market is the international market for buying and selling gold. Unlike other markets, the price of gold is consistent around the world. The gold market isn't just about the end product, it also includes the mining, refining, fabrication, and the end users of sovereign mints and private mints. So just skip a little bit of the history of the gold down here and just go down to gold and currency. It says, historically, the relationship between gold and currency was very tight. Most countries, including the United States, backed their currency with gold. In August 1971, President Nixon introduced the Gold Reserve Act, which led the United States to abandoning the gold standard and transitioning to a fiat currency system. Other countries have followed suit and no longer use the gold standard. In fact, this is the first time in recorded history that no country uses gold or silver to back their currency. Because fiat currency can be diluted, this gives gold its core advantage. It can't be printed by central bankers or politicians, and thus offers a stable core of value. Gold is the very definition of money since it holds value better than fiat currency units. So continuing on, it says the global gold market is one of the largest in the world. On average, about 150 billion in gold trades per day, the third largest trading volume of all financial assets behind stocks and bonds. The total amount of above ground stock of physical gold is currently around 190,000 tons. It rises about 1 to 2% per year. At $1,700 gold, the global gold market is worth about $10 trillion. Now it says the gold's biggest use is as a form of money. Central banks store gold as part of their reserves. Many institutions hold gold, and of course, private investors buy gold. And gold is widely used in jewelry and second biggest source of demand. Gold also has a number of key industrial uses, comprising about 11% of annual supply. So that's much more. Silver is much more of an industrial metal. The majority of that is allocated to an industry, while gold isn't that high. Here it says about 11%. So getting down to the types of gold, like you saw in the little intro there that I had at the beginning, you have gold bars. Gold bars come in different sizes from 1 ounce in weight all the way up to a heavy 400 ounce gold bar. It also goes in the other direction as well. It will go fractional. Like you saw there, I had all the way down to a gram bar. It does go lower than the gram as well. I've seen 1/100th of an ounce bars and half gram. It does go smaller than the gram itself. And in between the gram and the 1 ounce, you'll have your 5 grams, 2.5 grams. There are plenty of different sizes that you can, as I said, find your entry point. If the 1 ounce is a bit too unrealistic as far as looking at your budget, then you do still have options. And gold coins as well, like you saw in that little intro. Like bars, gold coins come in various weights, ranging from the most common 1 ounce size all the way up to 400 ounces, commonly used by exchange funds. You can even buy gold as little as 1/100th of an ounce. So yeah, they did comment on the fractional basis of the physical gold in the coin part here, but yeah, you can get them in coins and bars. And then down here is a typical question that you hear a lot: is what type of gold should I invest in? It says, while this is a personal decision, generally bars have a lower premium and are ideal for storage, while coins have higher premiums but are more pleasing to look at. Coins usually make better gifts too. And they do say that with the LCSs, when you're going to sell your things off, that the coins will hold a bit more of their premium as opposed to the bars. You'll probably be getting that at spot. As says, buying coins, start with sovereign coins, which are produced by government mints and thus come with a purity and weight guarantee. They will also be easier to sell someday. Going down here, it says gold price. This is the spot price of gold fluctuates daily, but depending on many factors: stock market activity, monetary policies, inflation, movement of the US dollar, global politics, and many other factors can impact the price. Investors generally buy gold when uncertainty is high or to protect against almost any kind of crisis. Then a little bit down here talking about how to buy gold. Just like any investment, you want to buy low traditionally. There have been many patterns of when it's best to buy gold and other precious metals. Once you've decided to purchase, make sure you purchase from a reputable source. Be cautious about prices that seem too good to be true or significantly higher than market value. And then I'm just trying to skim as much as possible. I'm trying not to read the whole article here, but it says what affects the gold market. So yeah, these 4 listed here are a lot of the sources that will affect the gold market. Yeah, there's a little section here on how to invest. I'll just skip over a little bit of that because I do talk a little bit more about the physical side, and they're getting a little bit more into the paper side here. So you can see that. Well, let's just go down here. The benefits of holding gold. Gold has a value asset of thousands of years of billions and billions of investors. Gold holds its value no matter what happens in the economy, no matter what country you go to. Gold always has a store of value. Gold has never gone to zero. If you invest in the stock market, your investment might fail, which is what happened to investors in Blockbuster Radio Shack. Gold doesn't come with that risk. As long as you own gold, it will have the value. It's good for your mental health. The markets are a stress-filled roller coaster ride. It can feel like you have no control over your future. By adding gold to your portfolio, you may actually feel better. That one, I don't really, I'm not really subscribing to that one. That's kind of dumb that they put that there. Going down here to selling gold, how to start. There may come a time when you want or need to sell some of your gold. There are basically two options to sell your gold: online dealer or a local coin shop. So that's pretty self-explanatory there. And yeah, no, that's basically the end of the article. As I said, I did read a lot of it. I skimmed over some parts that weren't talking primarily about the physical stuff. But this is a pretty good guide to the gold market if you're just getting into it. And I will leave a link in the description, like I said, to this article if you want to go ahead and read through the entire thing. So yeah, that was the article. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, the link will be in the description if you want to read through it again. I thought it was a pretty interesting article. For some people that have been doing this for a while, it might not seem like something that you're interested or even need to read, but there are a lot of new people that are getting into this market, and it'd be just interesting to go through and see some of the stuff you might have some questions about. Or if you've been doing this for a little bit of amount of time like I have, and you just need to have a quick refresher on some of the things, you might want to just read through that article. But yeah, that's it for me for today. I just want to talk a little bit about this article and let you see it if you're interested in it. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you've been doing, if you've been picking up a lot of gold and silver, even though the prices have been high with the premiums and things like that. Some people are just going off of their cost dollar average, and they can afford to pick up at these higher prices because they have a bigger sample size of silver that they've picked up at a decent average price. So their cost dollar average can weather the storm a little bit better than someone like me or someone who's just started picking up silver. If you were to be making some big purchases at this price, it would pretty much annihilate your dollar cost average. So yeah, just let me know what you guys have been doing. But yeah, with that being said, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.